This episode's FTR shoutout goes to Vikram Navandran. Leave a comment down below to have a chance for a shoutout in the next episode. Make sure you're subscribed. Yo, what up everyone? Okay, too much energy. Calm it down. Am I right, Rapashi? Hey guys, welcome back to... What are you doing? Hey guys, welcome back to Fish for Thought. So glad you guys are here. Happy Monday. Monday is now our favorite day because why? Fish tank review, baby. That's not how you clap. You did it wrong. Yeah, I know. It's my show, bro. Fish tank review. Let's get straight into business, alright? What the heck is happening? Question marks all around. Bro, I don't want to make any assumptions, but when I was in Korea and when I was in when I was checking out their aquarium scene, an actual aquarium, not like the freshwater LFS, in their freshwater section, they did have a lot of these look-alike sort of miniature home settings, and they put fish in it. Understandably, that looks cool and all, but it's really spreading a widespread message that it is okay, and this kind of setup is okay for a fish. This is one of the smallest setups I've ever seen, and back at the aquarium, I think it was the Coax aquarium in Korea, they had very similar things everywhere. That's telling all the families in Korea, telling all the children and their parents that this is okay, that this is something to be replicated. And it's very weird because there's definitely a very robust aquarium freshwater fish keeping hobby scene down in Korea, and they're doing very good. Their bettas are unbelievably beautiful and well taken care of, but then you have the contrast from that and the Coax aquarium and the stuff they're doing there, and I'm like, bro, you gotta agree on something here. So yeah, cool concept, but maybe leave the fish out of it. That's not even big enough for shrimp, in my opinion, and highly unnatural. As humans, we like to personify everything, and we think that's for the good of the animal, but in contrast, personifying an animal often ends up harming them because it is not natural to them at all. Alright guys, back to no sponsorships, because we a fish tank channel, we don't get that much sponsorships, you know? Sponsorships. Maybe that's why I don't get sponsorships, I can't speak. But I'm gonna sponsor myself, no shame here. Patreon is and remains one of the best ways you can support this channel. Every single cent that I get from Patreon supporters, it goes straight back to this channel in whatever form, maintenance, new projects, anything. That is the channel budget. And you'd be surprised what a big effect $2 from every single person can have. So please at least consider it, at least check it out. You get a lot of perks in return anyway. Thanks. Rapashi, are you being a little camera shy today? What's going on, buddy? What's going on, pal? When are you gonna drop this tail, bro? Submitted on Petscord from Brian Starks. What the heck am I looking at, bro? That is some clean tanks right there. That's a clean setup. That is what I would call a fish corner. To have one of these. And I see the mist maker. Dang, you fancy, homie. Never seen those lights before. Curious to see what brand or whatever, because they're clean. You got like 4 or 5 of them lined up. That is a setup that I'm here for. The large tank in the middle right seems like it's my favorite. It's got a centerpiece of wood jutting out. There's also a bigger tank on the bottom, but we can't see it. Maybe it's a reservoir for the plants, a grow out tank. It's not fair to put a score on this because I'm only seeing snippets of it. I'm not seeing anything head on, but to rate your fish room, I would give it a solid 4.8 out of 5. This is impressive to say the least. You even got the aquascaping supplies and equipment hung on your wall. You are a champion. Oh Lord, on OfferUp. Alright, to be fair, this is actually not a bad scape. If only, hear me out, don't. This looks like a promising scape. This looks kind of natural. This is like a cobble bed, you know, and that's what salmon spawn on. So it looks natural to some part of nature, but perhaps fill the water up. The water line is below the middle line, so I don't know what's going on there. You have a whole fish tank. You wouldn't live in only less than half of the house you paid for. Why would you put your fish in less than half of the fish tank you paid for? Not to mention that filter is probably not working properly because it's barely in the water. I don't get how people do this. This might actually be an okay tank. Probably not big enough for one single goldfish even, but it would be at least a little bit better if you filled it up. Are you that lazy? You've put cobble into it. You probably washed the cobble. You got filter. You did maybe a little bit of research. You got a whole tank, got the fish, put it in, but you were like, maybe just leave the water. You can't have fish without water. So the most important part is the part you decide to, you know, rest on. And this is very common. This is widespread. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. People, share it with the world how this is not supposed to be. Let them know. Let it be known. Now we got a Petscord meme from Daniel. Friend, hey, what hobbies do you have? Me, aquascaping. Friend, okay, but like what actual hobbies?
Help me!
Huh? If gardening is a hobby, aquascaping is it on hard mode. I agree with that. Who the heck is out there asking about this? That's rude, man. When someone answers what their hobby is, you don't go like, what actual hobbies? That's just rude. Thankfully, I've never met someone who's answered like that. I've met people who are like, what's aquascaping? Because they're curious, but they were never like, okay, that's a fake hobby. What's a real hobby? Aquascaping is as hobby as it gets. You know, I would argue playing guitar is not a hobby because it's so common. Like everyone and their grandmas play the guitar. It's like breathing. Would you consider breathing a hobby? I guess some people would because they do breathing exercises. That's the end of that conversation. Well then, I appreciate that they're just so upfront about this. There's no hiding it. They got the tank, they got some substrate, they got the heater, the filter, and they got an Oscar, and they're like, what you gonna do about it? They're pretty upfront about fish abuse, and they're like, we didn't do research, sue me. It's better than not knowing that you're stupid. And once you come to terms with how crap of a fish owner you are, maybe you'll change it up. We can all hope. That pretty much is me when it comes to Okostone. I'm a simp. What can I say? I simped the Okostone like SpongeBob simps the Krabby Patty. Oof. That might be the longest oof I've ever seen. You're an endangered species. You've been added into Minecraft, which will bring more awareness about your situation, and maybe we can fix it. Yay! More awareness for axolotls. Save the axles. We need to make more animals endangered, so Mojang will add them. No. Bam bam. This is getting the trademark crisp. Bam bam. Bad idea. Do not purposefully endanger animals, okay? I get it. It's a joke, but some people might do it. They're crazy. They'll just do it. My God. And she was even asking in the post where to buy another one because he was feeling lonely. If this is not a betta, this is probably something else. Boy, I'm a genius today, aren't I? If this is not a betta, this is probably something else. Did I need to say that? Holy crap. What am I looking at here? Okay, it's another axolotl. You got a plastic one in there. But the main thing is that axolotl does not even look like one. It doesn't have the trademark gills. Now here's where some of my schooling comes in handy, because we've been told this in ecology, in ecological restoration, about neotenic salamanders. And that's effectively what an axolotl really is. It's a neotenic salamander. Now neoteny, it's got the word neo in it, which means young. From the word structure, you can kind of see how that word fits into this. Salamanders have the ability to retain their youngness, their neoteny, and become a neotenic salamander. This means that they have the ability to choose not to lose their gills, so that they can remain in the water, because the resources and the water quality is so great that if they evolve to live on land as a normal salamander, things or conditions might not be as good as if they were just in the water. That's a really cool evolutionary trait that these salamanders have. But when they do choose to evolve and lose their gills, that means they're saying, I'm pretty sure conditions on land are going to be better than in water. And that could be a lot of reasons, but in captivity, I'm pretty sure it's because of water quality. This is sad. This is really sad and highly memeable. Imagine being such a bad pet owner that your pet chooses to evolve to save itself. This episode's bonus secret comment is Fish Fam. This is a Petscord submission by JV Mac. And she says this is her sister's tank, and it's too small, but she won't listen. This is quite the interesting submission. You done and told on your sister so hard that you went on Petscord, interacted enough to buy a FTR ticket, submit it to me just to show your sister that it's really not a good idea to keep all these fish in the same tank. She should not be doing this. This is complete Noah's Ark syndrome at its finest, which means it's really bad. There are loaches, there are carp, there's goldfish, there's mollies, live bearers of all kinds, even a tetra here and there. Wait, okay, I don't know how old your sister is. Maybe she doesn't have her own money to buy all this, right? She could be just asking her parents. Maybe go after the parents about this instead of the sister, because your sister might be too young to understand all the nuances, but your parents sure know. So if your parents continue to support this, they know they're supporting fish abuse. Your sister, if she's young enough, she might actually not. She might be innocent. Good luck. Obviously, I'm not rating this. If it's a really bad tank from a submission from my subscribers, I don't rate it because you're not gonna like it. This was on our Aquascape. Plant suggestions? First timer. Homie, plant suggestions? My plant suggestion is that you do some more research. That's my plant suggestion. And that's the only plant suggestion you're gonna get if you ask any self-respecting hobbyist. No cap. Do your research. Best plant suggestion you're ever gonna get. Lauren Gaither on Petscord. Nice, simple. No BS, planted fluval flex. I do see a little bit of melt here or there, especially on that, looks like wisteria maybe. Make sure the substrate is fertilized in some way. Low stocking if any, so props. Water level could probably be higher, but then again, I've never owned a flex, so maybe that is the optimal water level to keep a flex at. You've got the plants, you've got hardscape in the form of wood and rocks. 3.9 out of 5, keep it up. Norman Adam from Petscord sent in this beautiful clean tank. I mean, the plants, they're all like bryophytic, so they're all like easier plants that grow on rocks and wood and just cling onto it themselves. The Java fern is beautifully used. There's some mosses, there's Anubias attached in the crevices, there's even some pogo and perhaps Ludwigia, brightly red in the back, and it's like a beautiful corner scape. It's amazing. With the neon tetras and the cories and some shrimp and a betta fish. I don't know how big this fish tank is. It looks like maybe a 5-gallon, and that's definitely pushing it for me at least. But just look at the betta fish, it's beautiful. I'm giving this tank a 4.2 out of 5. Score would have been higher if it was a little bit understocked. Pacao Oliveira sent this in on Petscord, and it's another betta tank. Stocking is definitely much better, but I don't think there's any live plants in here. There is a natural looking substrate, natural looking hardscape, but lack of live plants. Fake plants are okay, but just make sure they're not doing any damage to your betta's fins, and make sure to swap out any plastic ones with silk. There might be a guppy in there as well. Just monitor the guppy pretty closely. Make sure it's not getting destroyed by the betta fish when you're not looking, and yeah, keep it up. 3.5 out of 5. This hurts my soul. Oh, it's $235. $235. This better be ADA glass then. Why the heck is this so expensive? This has got to be ADA glass, bro, or UNS, or Fluval. There is no reason for this thing to be $235, especially not in that state. Who in their right mind? Please. You know what? I don't need to make this public service announcement. You guys are smart enough not to spend $200 on that thing. It already hurts our soul. Let's not have it hurt our wallet. Teardrop, literally. How ironic is this? I mean, I guess fish abusers do have a sense of humor, a very dark sense of humor. The fish can't physically cry, so they put them in a tear. What kind of messed up world? Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, helping to boost the algorithm and send this video flying off into trending, which never happens. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this brightened up your Monday in any way. And the secret comment of this video is crystal shrimp. Make sure to look for the bonus secret comment somewhere else in the video and try to make a fancy little sentence with it without getting caught or being too obvious. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like the video and you haven't subscribed yet. Would really appreciate it. And don't forget to get your hands wet. Tetra, 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 we in a spot, coming in hot, ventral fin dot, acclimate that. With my shoal at, clear my fin rod from Cariciformes to Paracherodon. Hold on, there's not another fish that you can wish for. Lit fam sus, I finna one, I finna gone 3 days without furt. I'm an addict, like fanatic, I'm a baddest, no tabs, only dirt. My Cory gang so loyal, black tetra go skirt. We came to play, came to silence, gang.